But I never said I was ready!
Look, we did.
I literally did not!
It's okay, it's okay. We don't have to start. We don't have to start. We can just chill.
Hold on, just a little bit. We
it's
could
okay, it's
talk
okay.
for a second.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for. I'm waiting. I'm sorry.
I thought that was
I
the
didn't
alarm.
say I was ready.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't me.
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you over the bed.
That was the
That's
Tingus
crazy. I
Pingus
feel like
over there.
if you can't hear him, wouldn't you want to be safe and not do it?
Why would you do this to me?
I'm sorry. I'm a horrible
Why would you
person.
do this
I'm a
to
horrible.
me?
I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam. I love how we just immediately
Why are
start.
they talking about seagulls?
Huh?
They're talking about seagulls today.
Yeah, because I made the realization that UMINEKO comes from, like, umi is sea, and then neko is cat, so seagulls are sea cats. UMINEKO. Because UMINEKO is seagull. Get it? Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow! Damn,
I was
alright.
like, how painful
alright.
would it be if I was just silent?
Alright. That's so epic. But that's
Well,
why
it's weird because, like, you know, seagull is like they're doing the same thing, except the second part of the compound word is like it's just describing the variation of bird that it is.
Yeah.
Because like you know, gulls are like a general breed of bird that come in a multitude of varieties.
Like what varieties? Do you know?
Here, this is what Google is for.
I don't know anything about gulls. But that's funny that they call UMINEKO.
No, gull is just the shortened term. There's not
what?
other varieties of gulls.
What do you mean? It says right here, no version of the species is actually referred to as a seagull.
It's common. See, commonly the common.
Yeah, because like seagull is like the general term.
A gull. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no other gulls.
Yeah, I do. I'm looking at them all right now. Look, I can pull it up.
It's receipts?
Yeah, receipts.
Receipts or it didn't happen.
Which gulls am I most likely to see?
Herring gull, lesser black-backed gull.
Because the saying seagull is like the general term for like the whole breed, but
Common gull.
the gull breed of bird itself, like these are all technically seagulls, but they're all different variations of the breed.
Oh, okay.
Rarer gulls. The glaucous gull.
You mean? Wait,
Glaucus?
isn't that glacius?
Glacius. No, because there's a U.
I like Sabine's gull. It's got red.
What is that?
Got a little yellow face.
Glaucus.
Glaucus gull. The glaucus gull.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love learning about animals.
They got cool ass looking.
Yo,
eggs.
babe, put my TikTok on the stream.
I don't know if I can.
What do you mean? I'm streaming it. I'm gonna stream it right now.
No, I have to do is
Oh my god! Fine. Don't entertain the people.
I
My
have
fault for suggesting.
I have to, but.
I know. As a streamer, you have to edit the layout. I know. It's such work to go add element, capture window, and then resize it. It's very difficult. I know.
Okay.
I've done it myself.
Okay, Adam, fine. Put your stream back up.
Oh my god, bro.
I guess this. Yeah, you're gonna look at. You're gonna see all of this. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so crazy. This means I have to. Why did I start early? Why? Okay. Pull it back up.
Dude, I'm logging in.
Okay. Adam, is this worth it?
Oh, dude, I don't even know if it's gonna work because I think I have to confirm it on my phone, and my phone is busted.
Oh, rough. Well. Worth.
What happened to your phone? Why is your phone busted?
It fell off of my desk and the screen got punctured.
Punctured? What the?
Yeah, you know, like a little hole got poked in the screen, so the light tubes are like broken or whatever in the display.
Dang.
So the internals work fine; it turns on and everything, but just the screen doesn't have a display, so I can't see anything.
Damn.
But I got a new screen. I put a down payment on it at the repair shop, so they'll fix it eventually.
Sorry, allow me a moment just to have a few bites of my sandwich to have some food in me for this.
Dude, as far as I'm concerned, you could fucking have your whole meal. I don't care. I'm just sitting here.
Okay, there we go. Can't stand Ken in his little boy pants.
I think the word you're looking for would be shorts, Adam.
In his little boy, you don't like the
I
little
think
boy pants.
I think that's normally the word we use to describe those.
Yeah, his outfit is kind of whack. I will give him that.
I mean, it looks normal. If anything, I think the problem is the socks.
Yeah, it's a little goofy for him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think if he was just wearing normal white socks, it would look much more normal.
Yeah. Shannon's outfit is slay though. Slay! Slay!
Does she have like the fucking the wing like on
Yeah.
her like leg as a
Yeah.
tattoo?
Yeah.
The fuck? They branded her like a cow.
Yeah.
It's kind of you know,
Yeah,
Chad.
uh-huh.
If you know, you know.
Uh-huh.
Dude, fucking battler.
Yeah, everybody except Kirie has the... Yeah, well, Kirie and Natsu, yeah.
Yeah, because they're the wives,
They're the wives from different families.
so they're not real.
They're not real.
And also...
Oh, can I look at battler again, dude?
Okay.
So, why is this the
He's
fucking
like,
face that they
"Yeah!"
chose for him? Like, why? Why that one? Oh wait, I just realized, is he wearing like a vest under over
Yeah.
the red shirt?
Mm-hmm.
I
No
didn't
purple
realize
vest.
that.
Yeah.
And that's red. Or sorry, it's black. Excuse me.
It looks purple to me.
Oh, maybe it is. Hold on, because compare his. Remember when I was talking about this before? Compare his outfit with Kinzo, because his tie is purple.
Yeah.
See, it is like an inversion of his color scheme.
A little bit, yeah.
Not a little bit. It's like exactly an inversion.
Well, I mean, you know, Battler isn't
I
wearing...
know. Oh my. Okay, I know you're an artist, so you're gonna be like, well, it's not. Well, it's not the same color, but like you don't. I'm talking about fucking narrative theming, not color codes.
Yeah!
It is still a shade of white, a shade of red, and a shade of purple and black.
The way to solve that is to check the original art actually to see what the original. artist
Bree's like,
intended.
can I get my dropper
we
tool?
get a-
Can I get the
can we get a
hexadecimal
check
code for
on
that
the-
color,
on
please?
The jank glove hand versions, Bree? Can we check the
Dude,
colors on the?
I still like those sprites better, by the way. I wish we were using them.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, I know. Never give me what I want. Everybody else always gets what they
Oh
want.
my god.
Yeah. Think about that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard being such a giver, to be honest. You know, but
Chugging your Red Bull. Chugging
Real?
your Red Bull.
Real?
Red Bull chugging.
Look at it. Look at this dude. Look at this dude.
I really don't like the color of his suit. Like
What? I like it.
I like.
I
it.
don't know.
I
I'm not a fan of
like
the shade of
navy.
blue.
I think it fits
I would have
him.
gone with like a red tie to match the pocket square. Is the only thing.
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
Wait, where is he? I lost him again. There he is. Yeah. But it matches his shoes though. So.
Yeah.
He could have had some Cardi B shoes, you know.
Some Cardi
I'm
B
hip with the
shoes.
kids. I'm hip with
That's-
songs
that's
from
so-
like 5 years
That's
ago.
so real. Why do they got George stanced up though? He's just
It's
he's
because they need to
posing.
compensate for him having the worst fit. Colonel Mustard looking ass did it in the fucking bedroom with a candlestick.
No! could you say that to him?
This is the shade of green crayon that no one wanted.
That looks like green to you?
It
Yeah,
is
to
green.
me it looks green.
Yeah.
Dude, I refuse to accept that I'm fucking colorblind. That is not green. That's like yellow.
Nah, it's like a mint
It's a
green.
very yellow green, but it's still a green.
It looks like actually I could kind of see it. It's like a baby shit green or like a snot green.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
in
No,
the I don't know,
like
it's,
moco. It's like milky mocos green, you know, when you're sick and you have the.
Yeah.
well also like
Look at this dude though.
in this interpretation of the character designs, like the color is also a bit darker because I've noticed in other like artwork of George his like outfit is much more like brighter.
I guess so. I haven't really noticed that.
I still like his
realize that.
casual outfit. Fucking George's casual outfit. It's fucking slaps.
It's so fire.
Yeah,
Sorry
see,
for
'cause-
the fire.
Here's the original sprite, babe. I'm gonna put it in the group chat. Cause see, it's like the same shade, but the saturation is turned up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a very high saturation. I don't know. I
Battler,
really like
the
it.
type of motherfucker in the future. Battler's the one most likely to start dressing like fucking Johnny Depp, wearing a trillion, a million bracelets and shit.
He would. He would.
I think so. I think Battler's that guy.
King. King.
Wow. Wow.
My roller coaster of emotions towards Maria as a character is still ongoing.
I like her. I just think the whole being creepy bit is not very effective.
She's just being silly. She's being a little silly.
Uh-huh.
That's all she's being. Just a little silly. She's a little silly.
Well, I
girl.
still think there's more to be explained about her. I don't think we have the whole thing yet.
I mean, yeah, probably not.
She's just a little silly.
Because she's obviously like out of everybody in the family, like she's the most magically inclined. Like she's got the highest rate of magic sense or whatever.
Yum 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 yum.
So she's like the chosen one or some shit. I don't know. I can guarantee though, Beatrice is for sure gonna fall in love with Battler. Like that's definitely going to happen.
I mean, they already have a
Somehow.
They already have some sexual tension, just a little bit.
I mean, I don't think so. I think they just actually don't like each other right now.
Well,
Considering Battler did kind of scream at her, "You killed my whole fucking family. I hate you." I don't think there's any sexual tension there. I think that's actually perhaps even a murderous rage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from what I know from the future, perhaps I'm.
AKA,
being a
yes,
bias.
she definitely falls in love with him at some point, and I'm completely right.
If it does happen, I hope it's some fucked up Stockholm syndrome shit.
Well, I'm assuming it's gonna be like, because she definitely did have a real relationship with Kinzo to some degree.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like she felt as strongly about him as he did to her, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming, like, you know, she literally compared him to Kinzo and was like, you're like the most crazy guy I've met since him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that's why she's going to be like drawn to him, is because she finds him to be similar to Kinzo.
Right. Right. Right.
That the potent grandpa nut.
Yeah, right. The
That's-
hereditary insanity.
That's so real. Potent grandpa nut. What? I love it.
I stole that from Katya, but yeah.
You did?
Oh, you saw that from
Yeah. Because Katya's, well, it was the Netflix one. They're
Oh,
talking
the
about
Netflix
a
show,
dad on a show, and Katya says that
Yeah,
hot potent
yeah,
dad
no,
nut.
now I know, now I know. They're so silly.
All right, 1 second, and I'll be good to go.
Okay.
Perfect time to
Oh, thank you, baby.
woohoo! Yippee!
Woohoo!
GF who woohoos. You're giving kisses. Yeah, that's how I feel all the time. Woohoo. Even when I'm sad,
forget.
I'm like, woohoo.
What happened to Battler's birth mom? Does she get divorced from, what's his face, or Rudolph,
Yeah.
or is she dead?
I think they got divorced. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember them saying too much. I believe they're just said as not together, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't seem to care that much, which is interesting. Well, I guess he spent a good amount of time living away from his parents anyway, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
From
from
what
his
I remember.
dad specifically. Like, he did not want to live with his dad.
Oh, did he live with his mom, or was it another relative? I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly, but he definitely
I thought it
wanted
was,
to live with his dad.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Tono Shiki situation where like he lived with some offshoot relatives.
I don't
for a
remember
while.
exactly.
Yeah, well, we have time.
Me, 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 me. Oh dear.
I will say I do at the very least like the console sprites more than the other updated ones.
Yeah, these are much better.
Because why the fuck they give Battler like a Lelouch chin?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh,
'Cause I don't
yeah,
like
the
his
fucking-
design with so many like. Well, the UMINEKO characters in general, like their designs are not meant for sharp angles.
No. They're around a little squish.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, his birth mom is dead,
Oh,
and he lived
okay.
with his grandparents. Yeah, his mom's parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he's back in the main family. I remember now, because both of his grandparents passed away, so he has nowhere else to go. But up until that point, I guess he was living with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm now ready. Sorry about that.
Alright!
Okay, well, my characters are nowhere to be seen, so I'll be here.
Real. So, last time we were talking about, it was Kumasawa, Jessica, they were talking about the shrine, and the old guy at the shrine that was like, ooh, shrine powers, and then they washed away with the big wave and shit. And then I think we switched
Yes,
scenes
A
again.
lot of shit happened last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah! But basically, new board, we're going back to the Ushinomiya family manor. Yeah.
Yep, it's happening again.
Thanks, Adam.
Well,
I guess
we're aren't we still in the before times? We're just at a different scene, because I do remember this is the very start of this scene is Kyrie on the phone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
like,
we're not at the conference still, huh?
Yeah.
We're
We're at the
we're
airport.
about to
Yeah, right. I remember now.
hit it again.
About to hit it. Of course. Won't you be able to do better at work if you get a chance to enrich your heart by living the good life every once in a while? Oh,
Oh, hold on. It's me. I decided to clean my glasses real quick.
Nice. Rudolph, stop cleaning your glasses.
I don't wear glasses.
Takes his contacts out, cleans them, puts them back in.
Yep, can't live right unless both your wallet and your heart are enriched. After all, sure, I'll keep that day open. Go ahead and make reservations.
Okay, don't even think of missing it.
Yep, I'm counting on you. Love you, Kyrie.
Aww. Him at work? Him at work?
Guys, he doesn't hate his bitch wife. He loves his bitch wife.
wife. After kissing the receiver.
After kissing the receiver, Rudolph hung up. Before his seat, there were several executives with their sleeves rolled up, eagerly awaiting the end of that phone call. Sorry to keep you waiting. Have we heard anything from the States yet?
Yes, we have a call from Dale Watanabe, the lawyer. I'll transfer it.
On the whole, how's it going?
You do this one. And you do this one.
All right, dude. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Well, there does seem to be one unfortunate matter. It appears the other party has no intentions of withdrawing from the trial.
Guess there's no fooling them. Please transfer it here.
Understood.
Oh, fuck.
I'll do that right away. I don't know why we're doing.
I don't know
Because I'm pretty
either.
sure he's only. Oh, to be
Yeah.
fair, I guess he did
Executives.
say there was like a crowd in front of him, right?
Yeah, executives within this.
The executive ordered that the external line be transferred to the secretarial office. At once, the phone in front of Rudolph rang. Hey there.
Wait, hello. Is that the other person?
I don't know. That's
I
weird.
think so. Yeah, that's why it's put in
Sorry
there
for the
whatever.
wait. Shiromiya speaking. Hey, thanks. How's it going on your end?
Okay, Eddie, do you want to be this one?
Okay, I guess.
Okay, I'm just trying to give you things to speak.
So yeah, was this his business partner or whatever?
I think so. It's someone from the States. So it could be
Okay,
another
whatever.
executive.
Hello, President Ushiramiya. Let's skip the pleasantries and jump into the main issue.
Or
We got good news
I think
and bad news. What?
I'm confused now.
Oh no, I can
No,
see
yeah.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the text in the less than
Yeah.
greater than is what he's saying on the phone.
Yeah.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Okay. Sure. Hello, President Ushiramiya.
Let's skip the pleasantries and jump to the main issue. I've got good news and bad news. Which would you like first?
Oh wait, it is
Wait,
him.
what? No, wait, what? Why would
now I
they
don't
establish
now I
that?
don't understand.
at
I don't
the-
understand.
What is up with
Hold
this
on.
game?
Hold on. Can we go back? I actually
Yes.
really want to analyze the text. What is happening here?
I
Okay.
guess this is I guess this is signaling that it is him on the other line speaking. But if so, they should
Yeah,
have
but
put
wait,
the other one at the
before
end.
it says Ushiromiya speaking when it does the same thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so no. There are quotes, right? And there's no character title. So we know that it is
Yeah,
the guy
right.
on the phone talking.
Yeah.
Then what is the point of
Yeah,
the less than greater
exactly.
than?
I don't know.
What does that represent?
I don't know. It's so weird. So weird.
All right.
Okay.
Might as well start with the bad. I hate fighting when there's no dessert.
See,
Very
it's
well.
normal now.
The bad news is that the other party is getting ready to prosecute. Just a few days ago, a similar trial resulted in a decision in favor of the plaintiff. The defendants were using roughly the same arguments we planned to use, but they were rejected in every case. I'm afraid to say it, but if we face the courtroom as we are now, it's extremely likely that each one of our claims will get rejected.
So that trial ended up being a total bust after all. And I thought their position was even more solid than ours. That hurts. Okay, what about the good news?
I managed to contact the executives of the other party. I explained the situation we're in, told them we have no intentions of tarnishing their brand's image, and managed to get an understanding. They'll send us their terms over the next few days, and if these are carried out, they promise to withdraw their charges. This is their proposal according to the number 2 man on their board of directors.
Your impression?
To be honest, I expect their terms will be extremely severe. We estimate that changing the company name and the brand name will be inevitable. I think we'll be able to earn some leeway by playing with the amount of settlement money, making a public apology in a major newspaper, and carrying all this out within a reasonable amount of time.
They sure are making this complicated. And they could just tell us to go broke. I don't understand.
They only recently switched to a new president, and their groundwork hasn't been completely laid yet. If we resist until the bitter end, they fear the forces opposing the current president won't hesitate to aid their enemies. Hence, their big shots want this matter settled as quickly as possible, too. So we might still have enough leeway to get them to mitigate their terms if it'll lead to a quick settlement.
Either way, are we still looking at a crazy sum of money?
You need to be prepared for that. Even that would be much cheaper than paying punitive damages.
Thank you very much, sir. Please contact me if anything new happens. I'm paying you the big bucks, so no idle chit-chat.
I don't know. What is that? Who is that? I guess
Oh, maybe that's his receptionist.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But no, but it has his character title. So, oh, maybe that's him like talking to his receptionist.
No, I think Adam's saying that maybe he thinks it's in English.
Oh, that could be a good point.
Like, because he's talking to someone in the States, right? So I
don't
think they took
know.
that from the original translation because he was talking in English.
Thank you. Thank
Maybe.
you. Goodbye.
I think so. Yeah, that's weird though, because normally in anime stuff, like they just have everyone speak Japanese still, and they just pretend that they're speaking their language.
Yeah.
Hello, American Roya.
Isai, Ushiro Miya, Rudolph.
They try to sue company
Wow. Mystery solved.
Nintendo.
Oh, Jesus.
Nintendo.
Jesus.
I make fan art. They try to sue.
Oh, God.
Not allowed to cosplay.
No, not the cosplay.
No, just the Gears of War company doesn't let people cosplay.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Anyway.
Oh God.
Rudolph hung up the phone. The executive sitting in the reception seat seemed to have guessed at the contents of that discussion. You guys hear that? Simply put, they'll forgive us if we can pile up enough money. Now all we've got to do is haggle over the amount of that money.
But President, the likely sum for the settlement Mr. Watanabe indicated is too much. We don't have that much of a margin.
If we'd known this would happen, we never would have started diversifying.
The calculations were that we could escape a capital crisis if we managed to endure for 3 years. To think we'd be stabbed at a time like this, how bad can our luck get?
I guess we fell asleep at the step. What? I guess we. What? That broke my brain. Okay, I see what it's like. Okay, I guess we fell at the step of the hop, step, and jump. It's enough to make you cry.
We have no choice but to draw the money from the main bank.
Banks are no good. They only bet their money on winners. The economy's improving, but we can't show weakness to the banks.
President, do we have access to any funds that are unaccounted for? Funds we are unaware of?
Quit it. Do I look like that kind of man? The contents of my wallet are totally exposed to you guys, okay? The account books over there show all our company has.
In that case, we need to raise money. We need a sponsor who can draw in several million for us as soon as possible.
President, couldn't something be worked out with one of your personal connections?
President!
Calm down, you bastards. Let me worry about raising the money. You guys just keep the business running without making too much noise.
Wow. That's what Battler calls him.
You bastards.
Our accusers are saying they'll let us be if we can show them the money. We've already got thick pipelines in Asia. And thick Asians.
Got thick ass Asians.
Got thick pipe.
We got thick pipes in Asia, if you know what I mean. Things will
Aye.
probably be shaky, but we'll be able to maintain our current deals. Basically, if we can just bring the money together, we'll be able to solve all our problems. Just you watch. I'll fix all of this. I won't leave you out in the cold. Time to start getting your hopes up again. Once this is all behind us, I'll be rewarding all of you guys with the Champagne Tower. I promise you that. So shut up and follow me. Got it?
King.
Yes, sir.
Airplane!
The airplane suddenly shook, probably due to turbulence. Rudolph was jostled awake. He forgot to put his phone on airplane mode and killed everyone. This is a very square airplane.
Yep.
Yeah.
They ain't got no baggage place. The hell?
Not man. In the 80s, they had square airplanes. Did you know?
Actually, it's a
Aerodynamic.
rectangle.
He'd woken early that morning and ended up drifting off to sleep while resting in his seat.
You okay? You sure you aren't still pretty sleepy? After all, it seems you've been really busy with work lately.
Being busy with work isn't anything to complain about, right? Once I've got nothing left to do, it won't be long before we're out in the cold.
Good point. Now that even Battler-kun's back, we'd be looking at worse than just the two of us going around begging. Wow.
Yeah, our family's all together again for the first time in 6 years. So the leader of our family's got to give it his best if we want to spend some time alone together. When he looked out the window, he saw that the airplane had already started to drop in altitude considerably.
They're crashing.
The fishing boats, which had only looked like black grains a short while ago, were starting to become clearly recognizable. If I could prostrate myself before Father and get 10 million yen every time he slugged me, I'd do it a dozen times. Maybe he could just go and die already. I've always depended heavily on his financial support, and now I'm after his inheritance. I'm headed straight to hell. I can hardly complain if Father doesn't want to meet the man I've become.
Rudolph! Rudolph!
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with him, because he's definitely the character I have, like, the least to say about.
Yeah. Could it be that, once again, you do not plan on making an appearance at the family conference?
Nanjo looked at Kinzo's face, sighing. Kinzo's eyes remained rooted to a strange book on magic. I have no intention of joining those vultures in their debate. They can discuss how they'll suck my bones dry on their own. How utterly contemptible.
I love your Kinzo voice, Shane. I love it. My, how troublesome.
Nanjo shook his head slightly. To him, children and grandchildren were lovely things. He believed watching them grow was the only way to truly enjoy old age. So Kinzo's words were very saddening to Nanjo. If the time comes for me to leave this room, I will show myself, just as she does not show herself yet. When Kinzo raised his face, his gaze pointed at the portrait of the witch, which was respectfully displayed on the wall. Kinzo's mind didn't dwell for a moment on the fact that today was the family conference, where all of his beloved relatives would gather. It was filled by only the face of the witch in the oil painting, who never smiled, except inside the portrait. Everybody knew that interrupting Kinzo when he talked about Beatrice would trigger his wrath. Today, I will hold a certain ceremony.
Oh? And what might that be?
Perhaps it is closer to a gamble than a ceremony. After all, without magic, or magic without risk, can never house a miracle. Nanjo had heard Kinzo say this many times before. You might even call it a pet phrase of Kinzo's. Kinzo apparently believed that magic and miracles could occur if you gambled your own fate with a certain amount of risk and triumphed.
I wonder what sort of gamble you're making, as the man who was once called the Golden Gambler, and who's now so old he might pass on at any time. This should be well worth watching.
I see. So the secret ritual I have developed after much research appears to be nothing more than a gamble to one unversed in magic such as you. Very well. If I have faith in miracles and win, you will see clearly on this day that all my research did bear fruit, despite it seeming to be little more than the product of my eccentricity. If you win, it will all end just as you have already seen, as nothing more than the eccentricity of an old man who might leave this world at any time.
Oh, just what sort of gamble could you be planning to take? As your friend, that bet, or ceremony as you called it. I can only pray most sincerely that you achieve victory in it.
Yes, I thank you.
Speaking of which, Kinzo-san, have you heard that a much longed-for guest will be present at the family conference this year?
What?
Whoa!
For once, Kinzo reacted to Nanja's words and turned around.
That's right, Battler-kun from Rudolph-san's family. I hear he'll be coming after an absence of 6 years. I'm sure he's become a splendid boy. Disappointed. Disappointed!
Oh, Battler? I wouldn't call him longed for, a guest who's failed to show up for a mere 6 years. After hearing Battler's name and making a disappointed and ill-humored expression, Kinzo turned his back again.
I imagine those 6 years went by in a flash for you, considering how you've immersed yourself in your research in this room.
However, we might actually receive a visit from a truly longed-for guest. Everything depends on the results of the roulette. The roulette has already started to spin. Will it be rouge or noir?
Oh no.
Tonight, let us enjoy ourselves as we see what kind of miracle the roulette will show us. The payoffs are large, and I don't intend to lose. Beatrice, accept my bet.
Gambling!
At that time, the telephone on the table rang. The piercing sound seemed to irritate Kinzo, and he picked up the receiver to perceive the silence as much as he could. What is it? I'm busy.
Genji!
Yippee! Oh, sorry, I had to burp. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, Genji just ripped a
I'm
fat
burping.
burp.
Oh, sorry.
Genji just ripped a fat burp.
Genji speaking.
Fire.
What of it? Why are you burping on the phone receiver? Like some sort of disgusting hillbilly. Just serve them some tea or something.
Certainly. I will do so.
Kinzo hung up the phone rudely. Looking at that, Nanja sighed yet again and shifted his attention outside the window. As he is now...
Oh. As he is now, I doubt Kinzo would pay any heed to any sort of guest. Could any guest possibly make Kinzo come out when the time comes, as he said? Kinzo had a single person in mind, but... Wait, just kidding. That's probably the narrator again.
Oh my gosh.
Kinzo had a single person in mind, but that was a guest who certainly wouldn't appear. Nanjo stared at the witch of the portrait with her impassive expression, unable to decide whether she was smiling or sad, and then gazed up at the lead-colored sky.
Wow! Wow!
Oh! Mrs. Oh, hey!
Oh,
hey!
Oh, we're
we're
back
back at
here.
Well, guess who's back?
interesting.
Back again.
What the hell going on?
This bitch bag.
So, are all the pieces in place? Shall we line them up all again and start a new game? Any objections from you?
Nope. None.
The witch looked at him challengingly. Well, oh wait, no, we're outside of the game board.
You're
The
right.
witch looked at him challengingly while elegantly smoking her pipe. And Battler, he just rudely shrugged his shoulders, as if he didn't care what she did. He didn't meet her eyes, But that didn't mean he didn't intend to challenge her. It showed his clear determination to never be taken in by his bastard's tricks. This bastard's tricks. It was an expression of his determination to fight.
Don't tell me you're jumping into this without a plan.
I don't even know how you'll make your first move, so I've got no plans or anything. Go ahead and move first.
Naturally, I'll do so. How shall I break down your defenses? How many moves will it take to checkmate you? This is where you'll see me at my finest.
No matter what moves you come at me with, I won't believe in you. As long as I stand my ground on that point, I won't lose. And that means this game's built in a way that makes it impossible for you to win.
Perhaps you're right. However, I'm the one who decides how many times we'll hold this game. We'll repeat it over and over again until I win and you acknowledge your defeat, see? In other words, this is torture. An eternal torture that shall continue until you surrender to me. It shall go on endlessly until you acknowledge me and the existence of witches.
Then I'll play your game endlessly, as many times as it takes until you run out of patience. I've never lost in a test of stubbornness.
Oh, did a certain witch plant that idea in your head? Very well.
I'm tired of listening to you ramble. Come on, get this started!
Then let us begin. I already know all of your moves. A defense doesn't amount to much if the plan behind it is known. Don't think you'll be able to defy me with the same moves.
I just realized that Battler's cross, all the other people who wear crosses are right side up. Battler's
his
is the
is
only
upside
one that's
down.
upside down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beatrice, I've got just one thing to say before we start.
You have to sloppily make out.
What is it?
Go ahead and say whatever you want. However, whether I believe you is something I'll decide for myself. No matter how impressive this magic of yours is, my soul won't yield to you. You think this is torture for me? You're wrong.
Then what else could it be?
Oh,
This
God.
is torture for you.
Oh! Oh!
Someday you'll surrender to me and give up. Until then, you'll be tortured over and over again.
How amusing. What an entertaining metaphor. Torture where we torment each other. Yes, truly amusing. Come, shall we begin that torture? Ushinomiya battler!
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Shane, do you think that she was talking about your Kinzo earlier? Do you think she roped us into this specifically for Battler and Kinzo?
Probably. She definitely had those in mind from the beginning.
Oh yeah. She was casting for
No,
sure.
I literally, like, I remember the first game, I was like, Shane, you should read Kinzo. Shane, you should read Kinzo.
Wow. I didn't even get to choose Battler.
No.
You guys, I immediately asked, am I shackled to MC? And you both went yes.
Yeah.
I was just doing it for the meme whenever we play these.
But hey,
I don't
we're in
know,
it
Brie.
now. We're
This
in
guy
it
is
now.
cool. I like him.
We're-
I like Battler. He's funny.
We're in it now.
Shit's getting kind of intense a little.
Yeah.
I like how I just decided for some reason when outside of the chessboard the narrator is.
It's just
Scott.
It's just a different
No,
narrative.
I like it because it's battle. We're doing battle. So Scott, I think it fits.
Yeah.
I think
Scotland
it fits.
forever.
Scotland
So now we're back
forever!
in.
We're back in.
Every year, the relatives visiting Rockenjima would let out a sigh of admiration at the rose garden that first greeted them. Thank God we're skipping the titties and boat. They would
Yeah,
stop there to
real.
chat about the rose's beauty and how well they were blooming that year. Let's see if this little bitch does the thing with the candy wrapper in the flower. In
Yeah.
the midst of all this, there was a single unhealthy rose. Ah, they are doing this. And Maria became overwhelmed with dejection at its condition. But George used to. Oh wow, we are zipping. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think this is good. Like
Yeah, yeah.
paraphrasing it. This
No,
helps.
no, yeah, it is good. I'm just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Because
right?
Any other like VN writer would be like, Let's do it all.
Let's do it all again.
No, yeah, because normally they do that because
slight
there's like,
differences because I think I'm cool and we're meta.
well, yeah, right. Because
Yeah.
normally that's their way of like, splitting off the routes, is they force you to do the same beginning.
Yeah.
But like this game only has one story, so there's no need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But George used his quick wits in saying that everything would be fine if he took care of the poor thing, marked it with a candy wrapper, and immediately restored Maria's good mood. Then Battler, whom she'd been getting along with well since that morning, started talking about Halloween. This was such a favorite topic of Maria's that she began playing around energetically again. To Maria, that marshmallow jack-o'-lantern candy brought by her mother was probably the greatest sort of treasure. They seemed to have brought several, and she demanded a trick-or-treat from every person she met, giving them candy instead of the other way around.
I wonder why Maria likes Halloween so much. I always figured it was a pretty unfamiliar event for the Japanese.
Well, it's a kids' festival where they get to parade around in costumes, right? It can be fun to play around in an outfit that's different than usual.
I think there's slightly deeper cause behind it. After all, she is the witch Maria-chan.
Come to think of it, when we were at the airport, didn't Maria say that if she was gonna wear a costume, it'd be a witch? Does she like witches?
Yes, she loves them. So much that it becomes a problem. Hey, it's not so bad. You expect kids at that age to love fantastical stuff like that. If it was just a heroine or some TV anime, at least it'd be cute.
Judging by Rose's appearance, she wasn't very happy about her daughter's love for witches as a mother. The cousins other than Battler seemed to realize this, and they shrugged, wearing stiff smiles.
So you're arguing that because she likes witches, she also likes Halloween? If we don't know, why don't we just ask her? Hey, Maria, how are Halloween and witches related?
As Battler asked that, George and Jessica let out a stifled as if they were trying to stop him, but too late.
No!
They can't, nothing can stop his uber autism.
Maria might have been waiting for just that question. God, not that fucking smile.
Put it away! Put it away!
Put that shit away, man. After beaming for an instant, her expression turned a little mean, as if to say, "You're totally clueless, aren't you?" It was the face of a hobbyist who'd been ticked off by an outsider saying something stupid about their favorite subject.
She's a gatekeeper.
Actually.
To the Celts, the changing strength of the sun over the course of a year signified its birth, its growing up period, its aging and death, and then its revival.
I get it. In spring, the weak, warm sun starts to grow up and get hot, and then it gradually gets weaker and worn out. Sort of makes sense to think of it as the sun living out an entire life.
Yes, so they thought that at the end of October the sun died, was laid to rest in the land of the dead, and was then revived at the winter solstice. And the name they gave to the last day of their year, when the sun ended its 1-year lifespan and died, was Samhain?
Samhain.
Samhain. Okay.
Yeah.
Was Samhain, and they celebrated then.
Yeah, we're going full pagan.
Yeah, pagan. Pagan time.
It's an interesting idea to think that the sun is revived on the day of the winter solstice, when the daylight hours start to grow longer again. In that case, it makes clear how much the ancients regarded the sun as sacred.
I see. So, what does that have to do with witches?
It seemed that...
it's
that's
him.
Battler.
It seemed that my casual urging forward had slightly infuriated Maria. She glared at me with eyes that told me to shut up while she explained. Maria seemed to be having a blast as she talked, so I decided not to interrupt.
In the interval between October and November, life and death become the closest they ever will. The Celts believe that during this time, the world of the living grew closer to the world of the dead and otherworldly beings. and many of those living in the other world will come to visit. It was like the Bond Festival in Japan.
I think
At the time, people believed that. I think so. At the time, people believed that souls returning to the physical world would go into people's houses or possess people and do bad things. So, in order to avoid harm, they performed rituals. One of those was to imitate creepy monsters and scare the souls back, which was apparently a way to avoid being possessed.
That part became a festival, which turned into a costume parade. You really know a lot, don't you, Maria?
Yeah, you
Hey, it's the truth. Even if I never knew Halloween had such a history.
We need an applause whenever fucking
Yeah.
yeah,
Get a soundboard, like, you know, sitcom entrance clap.
We need the Seinfeld.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, the fucking.
That's so fire. So fire. Oh my god.
Where did that whole trick-or-treating thing come from? I'm here now. Her knowledge was so extensive that the adults had suddenly started listening in too. Maria, who was normally treated like the youngest of all the time, puffed out her chest with pride. Saying that this was just a kids' discussion, Rosa suggested that the adults go on ahead and set their luggage down at the guest house.
Let's go.
But nobody else agreed to go with her, and she let out a heavy
Yeah,
sigh.
fuck you, Rosa.
Trick or treat is just for fun. It has nothing to do with what was originally a Celtic ceremony. That was created later when Christian customs were mixed in. However, I think it's right for Halloween to be that way.
According to Maria, the souls of the dead weren't the only ones, why can't I read today, who visited from the non-human world. There were also spirits with intimate connections to people's everyday lives. Humans could receive favors from those spirits, so they'd manage to gain magnificent blessings, as well as a year's worth of good crops.
So basically, Halloween was also a bit of a harvest festival?
I get it. Now that you mention it, I guess October's a turning point in all kinds of ways, including with the seasons. Sort of the opposite of April in Japan. Yeah, that might be a good place to mark it.
And also, the witches hold a witch assembly then, called a Sabbath. The witches thank the spirits that give out blessings of prosperity and reward them.
Black Sabbath, actually, that's where the name comes from.
Wow.
I knew that. See, I know my pagan shit
Woo!
because I had a D&D character who was pagan, so I was
That's
like, I need to
cool.
know all of
yeah,
this.
the study.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know me with my characters. I gotta be on point.
True.
real.
True.
Halloween costumes imitate the guests that come from the other side. In other words, you might say giving out candy is a way to show gratitude for the yearly harvest.
Just like George Oni-chan says.
So Halloween is a time when those two worlds intermingle? In other words, it's the most important chance for witches to intermingle with guests from that world. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is?
Well,
It's October. It's October in the game. It's October in the game.
Oh my gosh,
It's
oh my
October.
gosh, wow.
It's October.
Just like Battler says. And you know what? You know what? October is when the power of witches and demons is at its most vigorous and prosperous.
Vigorous.
I'm sure Beatrice will come. And then we'll eat marshmallow candies together, and she'll bring me to Golden Land with her. We'll sing magical songs together, learn magical spells together, learn how to draw magic circles together, and then we'll learn the secrets of runes, and I'll become a great witch really, really quickly.
Wow, this is really great.
when is Rosa gonna just like beat her ass?
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
My,
It's coming.
my, isn't that wonderful? It's best for kids to have dreams. By the way, Rosa, how old will Maria be this year again?
Fuck you, Eva.
Dude, she's like so awful.
Maria, that's enough of that. Don't worry about it, Rosa-san. It's a dream all girls have at one time or another.
Thank you very much. But Maria has already graduated from that age. Hey, I'm telling you to stop!
Lame.
Rosa scolded Maria, trying to shut her up before her cheery discussion about black magic earned her the snickers of the relatives.
Oh, that sounds pretty detailed and impressive. By the way, who was Beatrice again? I know I've heard that name somewhere before.
Battler had been gone for 6 years, and had completely forgotten about the legend of the Rockinjima witch. However, when he said he didn't know Beatrice's name, Maria's once bright mood soured in an instant.
So, do we know like what the proper perspective of this like flashback? Is it like they're both observing the scenario from the outside together, or is it like she literally threw Battler back in time, but his memories are gone?
I think they'll explain it later, but in my perspective, I'm pretty sure it's Battler playing himself as a chess piece. So Battler chess piece does not remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they're looking at it from the third person perspective together, because that's why they're talking about it like it's a game and making moves, right? Because basically they're just talking about how it would happen, like how it would play out if they did what they did.
Yeah, Battler in the game board is different from Battler in Purgatory.
Yeah, so I imagine it's just sort of he will control himself when necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the context of it is, you know, Battler would say to her, like, well, if I did this, then this would happen, and then they would argue about it.
Yeah, basically.
Battler talking to Beatrice. All right, so as soon as I get off the boat, I swim to the little shrine and just take a huge shit.
Yeah, the second I get inside the mansion, I run to your painting and I rip it up. What now, bitch?
He's like being a metagame, like power gaming RP asshole.
That's fire. That's fire. That's so fire. Oh my god.
He's just like, stop metagaming. He's like, that's the whole point of this.
Real.
When he saw that, Battler immediately remembered that it was the name of the witch of this island, but the damage had been done. Until Maria's mood improved, she went on and on about many mysterious and fabulous episodes regarding the Golden Witch. And then her mother beat her.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's enough, Maria. Thank you, Battler-kun, for letting her chat with you. Cannon-kun, don't you have work to do? Please leave now. Goda-san, it looks like everyone wants to set down their bags for the time being. Sorry, but could you guide everyone to the guest house?
She's hella schizoing out right now.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
That's your serving guy.
Certainly. Well, then, everyone, allow me to guide you.
Then, if you will excuse me.
Goda led the relatives, and they began to head towards the guest house. They were eager to set down their luggage and take a breather, so they didn't realize that Rosa and Maria weren't coming with them. Oh boy.
Hooray!
After watching them leave towards the guest house, Rosa's face changed suddenly. She let go with the hand that had been gripping Maria this whole time. There was a bright red mark there, making it clear how much excessive force she had been using on Maria's slender arm. That hand then slapped against Maria's head, pinched her left ear, and lifted.
Even though I'm always telling you not to talk about witches, haven't I always said that was our promise together? Ouch! You really do like blabbering on about Halloween all the time, don't you? A festival for witches? Who cares about the Celts, black magic, and all that idiotic trash? You're 9 years old. 9! Because of that scene you made in the train, I went to all the trouble of making a stop and buying you those disgusting monster marshmallows that look like they have fluorescent paint on them. I went out of my way to buy it, even though it made us late. How much more will you embarrass me before you're satisfied?
As Rosa cursed, she twisted Maria's ear up almost as though she was about to tear it off. Don't do it. Why does it have to be my fucking PTSD?
Oh no.
Okay, so what's happening differently this time? This time nobody's around to see her,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
last time the kids were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
An expression of anguish spread across Maria's face while she frantically stood on her tiptoes, trying to soften the pain in that ear.
Adam. Oh yeah, Beatrice, I take a hammer to Rose's face. What do I have to roll for that? Real.
Rosa suddenly grabbed the candy that Maria had been holding.
Oh.
She threw it on the ground and stepped on it over and over. To Maria, it was supposed to be proof of a memory of a brief span of time when her mother had bought something fun for her. But now, that same mother was grinding it into the ground right in front of her. It was as though a brand had been pushed into Maria's eyes, leaving a mark that could never be erased.
What's the deal with this disgusting candy? Disgusting, disgusting! It's because you're like that! It's all because you're like that! Disgusting, disgusting,
Dude.
disgusting! She just gets
I don't like her, man. I really
No.
wish that she would just die every time, forever, infinitely.
As she said that, she struck Maria's head over and over again with her palm. She didn't hit Maria's face,
Yeah,
because the red swelling would stand out.
yeah.
Maria closed her eyes tightly, patiently bearing her mother's violence. No, that wasn't quite it.
Come back, Mama! Come back, Mama! Save me, Mama! Defeat the bad witch!
Man.
She kept bearing Rose's assault, muttering that over and over.
Didn't I tell you to stop talking about witches? What you I hate her.
Rosa, tired from hitting her daughter, breathed so hard her shoulders shook. Maria grasped her hands together, withstanding it, hoping her mother would return soon.
Mama, Mama, come back quickly! Save me, Mama! Beat the bad witch!
Listen, there's 4 episodes. There better be, like, on the 4th episode or something, it better be, like, Battler is the only one who sees and there's no one to stop him from, like, beating her
Girl.
face in.
No, I will tell you guys definitely that Rosa gets what she deserves in Purgatory.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
She gets what she, I think it's at the end of this episode, but she gets what she
Good,
deserves.
because I don't care what they do. I cannot feel any empathy towards her,
No.
ever.
You have no idea. Like, episode 2 went by and I'm like, fuck, I hate this girl. I hope she gets, like, her just desserts. And then she gets fucked up. And it's so
Good,
rewarding.
good,
It's so
good.
rewarding.
Good.
Anyway, so be excited for that. Anyway. Fine, just stay there like that forever. Just stand there mumbling about witches and Halloween forever!
After hurling those words at Maria, Rosa left in the direction of the guest house, leaving Maria behind. Maria, forgetting even that it was okay to cry, kept staring down at the jack-o'-lantern candy that had been trampled beyond recognition.
You know, I think I actually kind of remember this, babe. I think I saw you in the living room on this screen, and you were, like, crying and shit, and I was like, what's going on? You were like, UMINEKO's really good.
Yeah, I was PTSDing out, dude. Oh, Rosa. Where were you? I'm sorry. The roses were so wonderful, I just...
Rosa, set your luggage down quickly and come with us. We're gonna go say hi to Aniki.
What happened to Maria-chan? She's still by the flower beds?
Yes. It seems she found a rose she likes and insisted that she'd take care of it, refusing to listen. I decided to let her do what she wants for a while.
Oh, so that was a lie the first time around.
We sometimes forget that girls have their own little world. Sometimes we have to respect that, right? That's right. Thanks for your concern, Kirie-san. Goda-san, where is our room?
Excuse me.
Damn, Goda!
I will guide you. This way, allow me to hold your luggage.
I'll be fine. I can carry it myself, thank you. Bitch.
Yeah, fucking doesn't want a man's help because you have no husband, because you're a fucking unlovable piece of shit.
Damn, get her ass.
Rosa went into her room, guided by Goda.
Oh,
She then closed the door somewhat violently and threw her luggage on top of the bed. She got down on her knees in front of the bed, burying her face in it. For a while, Rosa made as if to shred the sheets with her fingernails, sobbing constantly.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, next scene, please. Oh no, she feels bad because she beat the fuck out of her kid. How sad for her. Yeah, whatever, bro. Fucking rot.
Real.
Maria-sama, are you alright?
Cannon appeared from behind a thicket after watching Rosa leave.
I'm fine.
Maria gave a creepy laugh, but to Cannon, who had seen the whole thing, it looked like she was enduring as best she could.
She's a horrible person. I can't believe she's a mother.
It can't be helped. You can't expect anything better than to what... Wait, can't expect anything better than that to enter a container of that level. I'm just fine.
Cannon got down on his knees and picked up the trampled candy. It was tragic just looking at it. He thought about dusting it off and returning it to her, but really couldn't do so with it in that condition. Just as he was wondering what to do, he met Maria's gaze. No, that wasn't quite right. Maria was looking at the candy Cannon had picked up. Right now, Maria's heart was surely the same as the candy that had been trampled into a pulp. Cannon realized this, but didn't know what he should do.
That's right. I'll exchange it for the one I received earlier.
Cannon remembered that a similar candy he'd received from Maria was in his pocket. Maria stuck out her hand. Cannon thought she was trying to take it, so he held out the candy, but Maria didn't try to grasp it. Then Cannon realized she was saying, "Give it back." No matter how tragic and trampled it was, this candy was Maria's. Her mother had bought it for her. No matter how tragic, it had to be this candy and no other. If only it were intact enough that it could be fixed by dusting it off. Cannon hung his head.
Dusting it off is the most I can do. I'm sorry.
Cannon held out the miserable-looking candy Maria wanted. She took it and spoke.
Thank you. A human can't do anything except dust it off, but a witch could restore it to how it once was. It would be easy for Beatrice.
Maria-sama, you know about Beatrice-sama?
Except for Battler, there was no way anyone related to the Ishidomir family could have failed to know Beatrice's name. But just now, Maria had bragged about Beatrice to Battler. She had spoken almost as though she was meeting with Beatrice regularly. Cannon felt a sharp pain inside his left hand, which was curled into a fist. In the past, a witch called Beatrice had appeared to tempt him and Shannon. He'd always tried to think of it as a bad dream. However, Shannon insisted that it definitely was a real witch. And then, this summer, the shrine to the local Shinto god was hit by lightning, disappearing without a trace over the span of a single night. He knew about Shannon breaking that mirror, and he remembered that as the witch departed, she said she'd eventually be revived. And now, this girl who believed absolutely in Beatrice spoke as though she'd met Beatrice herself. Cannon couldn't suppress a vague sense of foreboding welling up in his heart. For a while, Maria remained silent, as though she could see into Cannon's heart. Almost as though she was waiting for a memory of Beatrice to be revived. And then, she spoke as though it was a fact.
You know, I'm friends with waitress. I'm even gonna meet her today and play.
You're going to play?
Yeah, of course we'll play. We're gonna study magic together.
The face of that witch, whom Canon had tried to pretend was a bad dream, began to slowly creep into the back of his mind.
Oh man.
Oh, wow! Father says he's extremely busy with his research. Unfortunately, it seems he'll be unable to come down.
Oh, hold on. Let me go close my door real quick.
Okay. Oh well, then I'm gonna get water.
Well, shit!
You don't have to do a break. It's gonna be like 30 seconds.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna do a break because I gotta go pee.
Okay. I will pee as well then. 'cause
Okay, little mini break.
Pee.
We'll be back to
Pee
pee.
time.
Pee time. Have pee. Go pee. Pee time. We're back.
All right.
We're back.
Liquids have entered and exited.
True. At the same time, actually.
Have you ever took a drink while pissing? I don't think I've ever
I don't
done
think
that.
I've ever done that either. It would be an experience for sure.
Andy,
Can
have you drank something while pissing?
Like maybe once or twice, yeah.
Damn.
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 You,
Damn.
you became a loop. You became like a Klein bottle.
Yeah, I mean there have been times where I've been pretty drunk and I've had to pee really bad, but I didn't want to stop drinking my drink, you know.
God.
So just a little 2-for-1 action.
Don't drink Florida shower water, Adam.
Bro, what?
It's not a good idea. You're gonna get a fucking parasite.
Adam has worms.
These tapeworms.
Real. You're not a native Floridian unless you have tapeworms. Drinking in the shower while in the shower? So not only are you pissing and drinking, you also have water on you. I think that's crazy. That's a little bit.
I will never understand shower drinkers / eaters.
Yeah.
I could never.
No, when I was really addicted to Clash of Clans, I brought that into the shower once.
I put my phone in a Ziploc bag so that I can sing karaoke while in the shower.
Oh, that's
I'll
cool.
fuck with that. I gotta see if that waterproof speaker I have still works. Maybe put that in the shower.
Bio.
I just have the Alexa on top of the toilet.
Oh
That's
yeah.
bio.
I'm like, Alexa, play,
Play ABBA.
Johnny Cash or ABBA. All right, are you good? Are you? Uh huh. What'd you call me?
Cheetos.
Don't say that about my mom. That now that's racist.
She's got a big Cheeto problem.
Yeah, I like Cheetos.
Cheeto problem.
I like Cheetos.
I've been the only cheese snacks that I like now is the queso ruffles.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, those are like the best cheese snack ever. I can agree with that.
Hell yeah, thank you. Someone else who's queso ruffles pilled.
Real?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For a while they had like spicy queso ones, but they got rid of them right away. But they were so good.
This sounds good.
Damn, that sounds good.
Anyway,
It's your line, by the way, Mister.
so now I'm thinking about snacks. I'm sorry.
I know.
And Bree keeps
Fucking with
making
you.
noises, so I'm like, I don't know whether I should start or not. I don't know what that means.
Go.
Don't say her name.
you.
You doxed her, dude.
Who is
Oh
that?
shit, my bad.
Who
Sorry.
is that? I don't know her.
Is fucking 5-year-long habit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
It's okay,
It
Shane.
doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Dude, it's
trying.
fine.
I'm
It's fine.
trying.
It's okay, Shane. Just be Rudolph.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm,
I don't care.
I'm the.
Go ahead.
Hurry, we don't have that much time left.
Myself.
Go!
Fuckers. Come on, we gotta put this conference in our schedules and come all. Come on,
And come all over each other. What?
We've put this conference in our schedules and come all the way out to Rockinjima during this crazy busy fall season. I think Dad could at least be a bit more sociable.
Yeah, seriously. Dr. Nanjo, is it really his research and his mood that are the problem? He isn't already bedridden, unable to get up, right?
Oh, I just realized her wing is also a tattoo.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane that some of them be having that.
A little. Well, I wonder. There's not much I could say.
Nanjo glanced at Natsuhi. It seemed he thought it wasn't his place to speak without first getting Natsuhi's approval.
Father's state of health is better than ever. It would be exceedingly rude to call him bedridden. But he only has 3 months left to live, right? Normally, wouldn't you expect him to be wasted away, unable to get out of bed? Isn't that right, Dr. Nanjo? For a normal patient, that would probably be the case. But Kinzo-san has extraordinary willpower. Perhaps that willpower has frightened even the Reaper away.
Well, if he's that energetic, then I guess we have a little to worry about for the near future, right?
Though if he's got that much spunk, I wish he'd at least come to greet us. Isn't the whole point of this family conference to come and see Dad's face? I'm not even sure why we came now.
Don't say that. If he were here, you'd complain the whole time about being unable to relax. Shouldn't we celebrate the fact that all of us siblings have gathered this year to spend some time alone?
We didn't get to see him at last year's family conference either, right? Can't you understand why his blood children might want to see him after 2 years?
If there's anything you'd like to say in greeting, I will tell him for you. Or Ava-san, is there something you'd like to discuss with Father beyond merely greeting him?
Come on, what are you talking about? Sheesh.
Give it a rest, Ava. Natsuhi-san, forgive us. Ava's just worried about Father's condition, as his daughter. Please try and understand how she feels.
Indeed. Look how quickly you've grown to respect Father now that you know how much longer he has to live. Yes, I believe I do understand why you want to see him so much.
What are you trying to say?
Quit it, Aniki. Why don't we pray that this mood will improve by dinner? Anyway, we've only just arrived. For now, we're only here for a casual greeting. And we could even hold the family conference without Dad. In fact, there's a few things we siblings shouldn't bring to him until we've informed a unified opinion. Isn't that right, Hideyoshine-san?
Yep, just as Rudolph-kun says. This is the only time of year we can all meet in person. We've got to take this valuable time seriously and be frank with each other.
Even though the tea hadn't yet arrived, they were very determined.
But before that, perhaps we can spare the time to enjoy some black tea at our leisure, surrounded by the wonderful furnishings of the parlor.
Kyrie's words seemed to contain a subtle admonition directed at everyone gathered there. They all understood. As they cleared their throats and straightened their neckties, the atmosphere in the room returned to normal for a time. Meanwhile, the kids did some shit I can't remember.
Excuse me, I've brought some tea.
Hey, Shannon-chan, you just keep getting prettier and prettier.
That's not awkward to say for your age.
Yeah, for the 80s, that's kind of standard.
Yeah, true. A little bit.
Shannon entered the parlor, pushing the serving cart.
Everyone decided to relax and enjoy some black tea for the time being. A wonderful aroma began to spread throughout the room.
Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. Remember the Earl Grey fact that we learned, like last time we read about the orange like rinds being in the tea blend?
Yeah.
I kind of I did the nerd thing, and I told somebody about it at work because I work with coffee and tea. I'm like, hey guys, did you know?
Oh, that's tough.
I did not tell him it was
Nice.
from UMINEKO though. I did not tell him that, but
Okay, well that makes it a little bit better.
Nice.
But I was like, fuck yeah, I know something now. Anyway.
Oh god, I know I did that when like I was first getting into like firearm stuff. I did that with shit from like Hellsing because I watched Hellsing and they had a bunch of gun
wow.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know the largest pistol caliber is 4.54 Kashul.
That's right.
But then you have to like, yeah, don't tell them it was from a fucking anime.
Yeah, do not tell him it was from a visual novel or an anime.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yep.
As far as anyone could see, the strained atmosphere from before Shannon's arrival seemed like a lie. Of course, Shannon, who was setting out the tea, probably didn't even notice. Kyrie seemed to laugh faintly at how adult everyone was suddenly acting. Rudolph didn't like it when Kyrie took the initiative and spoke at the family conference. It was his worthless male pride. He probably didn't want to look like a weak man who took advice from his wife. She understood and did her best to refrain from saying any more than was necessary.
Very insecure relationship, I feel that they have.
Well,
Like they are just not. They don't confide in each other like in a healthy way.
Well, if that was
you know what I mean?
referring to his own thoughts, his own thoughts were kind of self-reprimanding for that. So maybe he's working on it.
No, because like we definitely saw that scene, you know, where they were together and he was like talking about his insecurities to her. But it's more like, I don't know, they could be doing a lot better, you know, if he was willing to like let go of those feelings instead of like. Well, actually, no. Maybe you're right. I guess he is sort of
it's
trying
like
to.
you gotta work on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just like I wish that. I feel like Rosa should be more frank, or sorry, Natsuki should be more frank with him. You know what I mean?
you mean Kirie?
Where's the UMINEKO therapist?
Yeah, dude,
Reacts
there's too many
videos?
names.
True.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like Kyrie should probably like bullshit him less. You know what I mean? And just tell him what's up.
I mean, Kirie just knows that like the Ushinomiya family is full of a bunch of patriarchal males. Like it's a patriarch. It's dominated by men, so she knows that he struggles with that, and she's okay with, you know, chilling out.
Well, yeah, it's like because I understand that like Rudolph doesn't necessarily want to enforce that, but he lives within an environment where like those appearances are considered important, and I get that she's like protecting him by doing that, but I just more so mean like you know, I feel like he's got to be willing to lean on her a bit more so than he does, you know.
So she separated herself from the circle of siblings, who only superficially appeared to be enjoying some time together alone, and casually drank her tea at the near window.
Wrong time to eat Cheeto.
Oh, Rosa-san, I thought you siblings were enjoying some alone time.
You must be joking.
Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. I'm just a little exasperated by my husband.
Apparently, Rosa hadn't been able to keep up with that on-the-surface friendliness. They'd come here to fight bloodily and dirtily, each trying to grab a part of the inheritance for themselves. She probably didn't like suddenly pretending that they were all chummy. Or maybe she was still too immature for that.
Probably.
It looks like the wind started blowing hard out there. The plants are all shaking so much. The typhoon's probably gotten pretty close already. I wonder if we'll see a lot of rain tonight. Maria-chan has really grown a lot this past year. Does it look that way? She still can't even fold her own clothing yet.
I wasn't folding my own clothes when I was 9.
No, it's true. It's because she had such an affectionate mother. She'll grow into a girl with a rich heart.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah, you fucking feel that.
Rosa fell silent. Maybe she was unsure as to what Kyrie meant by that.
Does she know
Or
something?
maybe it was the unending guilt.
I hate her, dude. I hate her so much. Holy shit.
I'm a failure as a mother. Children don't get to choose
Correct.
their parents. That poor girl. Doesn't that go both ways? A parent can't choose what kind of child they have either.
If your little boy likes dinosaurs or your little girl likes dinosaurs, you let them learn about fucking
Yeah, you'll
dinosaurs.
be
If
interested
they
in that
like
shit.
witches, you let them
Dude,
learn
to be
about
honest,
that
you don't
shit.
even have to be interested. You just have to respect them.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
just be like, yeah, bro, it's cool to like what you like and do what you want to do. That's like the bare minimum that is
Basically.
required.
Just be fucking have human courtesy. Just don't
Li-
be an
literal,
asshole.
just literal
dad let me-
support. That's it.
Beat him at Mortal Kombat for like an hour every fucking other day
Oh, real.
When I
dude.
was little, just to make me feel better. So yeah, just fucking do it. You fucking,
Yeah, bro. You gotta make sure your kids feel validated in that way, so that they don't feel ashamed of their interests.
Exactly.
My dad got mad at me anyway because I would always cheese him to win.
That's fire.
Yeah, I'd get mad at you too, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I deserve whatever I had coming, but listen, I won.
Dude, it's a fighting game. You gotta go for the cheese.
You gotta go for the win, the W. That's all that
Exactly.
matters.
Exactly.
Rosa bit her lower lip.
This isn't a matter of assigning blame. Isn't it enough that you take your time and watch over her as she grows, conscious of the fact that you'll be living together? You spend every day with Maria-chan, so you probably don't notice the small changes. But the rest of us, who haven't seen her for a year, can see clearly how much she's grown. If you really mean that, thank you very much.
Then, if you'll excuse me, if there is anything you desire, please call for it at any time.
Shannon bowed politely and left the room. As Hideyoshi and Rudolph, who had a soft spot for women, watched her go.
You.
AKA, they're horn dogs.
Yeah, basically.
The atmosphere in the room began to revert back to what it had been right before Shannon's visit.
If Father can't come down, well, that does still leave us with certain things we can discuss. Right, Rudolph?
Yep, that's right. We didn't come all the way on here just to drink some dusty tea, right?
Damn. Very well. What is the matter that you're clearly so eager to discuss?
My. Those people really are determined. They certainly got started quick. I need to join in too. If I don't assert myself, those people will quickly forget that there are 4 siblings. Sounds like you've got it pretty tough yourself. Maybe I spoke too harshly. Forgive me. No, I don't mind. I'm the one who should be apologizing. As a pair of mothers with daughters, we should talk more often. Every single time we meet, we end up talking about something shady. You can blame the atmosphere in this mansion for that. Once you breathe in this air, everyone gets so strained. Just once, I'd like to have a nice long cup of tea with you when we aren't attending a family conference. There's a wonderful coffee shop in Ginza that's a favorite of mine. Please let me invite you sometime soon. Thank you, Kirie-san. That sounds great.
Yippee.
Wow.
Connection.
Oh, no, the sky's gotten dark pretty fast. I could almost believe the people in this room made the weather worse. There's already thunder. Oh? Was that one there? Huh?
There really was a small splash of rain on the glass of the parlor window. The weather seemed to have worsened faster than expected. Just then, a silent thunderbolt struck inside Rosa's head, and she remembered that her beloved child was out in the rose garden. A normal girl would try to go inside if the weather got bad, but Maria was different. She would sometimes get stubborn and refuse to move if rain or even spears fell from the sky.
That's right. I told that child to just stay there doing that forever, didn't I? Oh no! Maria!
Like, come on, bro.
Everyone looked back at Rosa when she let out a small scream.
What?
You know, sometimes I like look him in the face and I'm like, I can't take this guy seriously.
Nah, he's a little silly.
Fucking smirk.
What? What is it?
I'm sorry, I'm going outside for a second. I'll be right back.
What the? Seriously, what's going on with her?
Don't worry, she'll be back soon. More importantly, should we begin? Our main topic. That's right. We can keep talking about that without Rosa. Let's return to our discussion.
Rosa dashed from the entrance hall into the rose garden.
So, you remember last time that Rosa realized too late? But now...
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When she opened the door, the wind that hit her was too strong to be called a light breeze, and told her that the typhoon was approaching faster than she'd thought. Just as Kyrie had said, the wind was mixed with a small... Just as Kyrie had said, the wind was mixed in with small droplets of rain. There was also a low rumble of thunder.
I forget in the original, like in the first episode, what she beat up on her in front of the kids and
Yeah.
then left, and the kids were still there for a bit, right?
Yeah, the kids are
So
still there
she,
for a bit.
Yeah, so she assumed that she would know where they were, but it ended up not happening.
Yeah.
But then, you know, because it was just the two of them, she knows that she's the only one who would like know where she is.
Yeah.
So she's more concerned about it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah, because last time she assumed that she just went with the
With the
cousin.
kids, yeah.
Yeah, because this time the cousins saw none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, only witness was Kenan, and he was like, "Bee." So I said,
No, he was more concerned about Beatrice.
Yeah.
oh yeah, true. He was like, no, child abuse, nah.
Nah.
He's like, hey, sorry that happened to you. Here's your candy. I gotta go kill the witch.
Real.
I gotta go stab this Cogni bitch.
True. True.
It could start raining at any time. Rosa headed for the rose garden. She headed for the place she had scolded Maria a short while ago. It was almost lunchtime. Children had been told to come to the mansion around lunchtime, so they were probably in the guest house waiting to be called. Even if Maria didn't come to them, they would surely think I...
Oh, damn. Okay. Even if Maria didn't come to them, they would surely think I took her to the mansion with me and wouldn't worry much. After all...
They switched mid-sentence.
Yeah,
that
it's so
time.
weird. After all, she had been with her mother, so there should have been no reason to worry. I was here, and I abandoned my daughter to the worsening weather. Maria! Are you there? If you're there, answer me! I was right. She was still standing stock still, exactly the same way she had been, in the place where I had scolded her. Held in her hand was the candy that I'd bought, given her, and then stepped on and crushed. With that gripped in her hand, she stood there as the powerful winds whipped her hair about, tormenting her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Maria. Forgive Mama.
Mama, I'll come back. I waited a long time for you to come back. The scary witch pinched me, but I stayed strong, waiting for Mama to come back without crying.
Maria, forgive your Mama. Forgive your Mama.
You didn't do anything wrong. You were just possessed by a bad witch again. So I'm fine. I really like you, Mama. I love you.
I will say, she's got to be like, the guilt has to be layered, right? Because she also probably thinks that she fucked up her child for life.
Oh yeah. Oh
Because
yeah.
like I'm sure that as an adult perceiving this, like I'm sure on some level she's probably like, well, this might be her trauma response to how I've been treating her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sorry. Please forgive your Mama for losing to the bad witch.
Rosa buried her face in Maria's small chest, crying and begging forgiveness. And once again, those tears dripped down after who knows how many times. If only the brilliant sun had been shining on the two of them, all of their cares would have been evaporated, and it might have felt like they could begin anew. However, what surrounded the two of them was the worsening weather. Sadly, there were only fierce winds with occasional thunder. The sound of Maria sniffling brought Rosa to her senses. If Maria stood exposed to the wind for too long, she'd probably catch a cold.
Okay, Maria. It's almost time for lunch. Why don't you come back to the mansion with me?
Won't go.
Why not?
Rosa thought she'd already received Maria's forgiveness, so she hadn't imagined Maria would refuse. But that expression on Maria's face didn't look like that of a child resisting her mother. So Rosa couldn't understand why Maria wanted to stand still pointlessly as the weather grew even worse. Maria answered that question.
It's Beatrice. She'll be here really soon, so I'm waiting.
Maria.
Rosa struggled to find words for a moment, then fell silent. They'd only just managed to make up, after all. She chose her words carefully, trying to get Maria to come with her to the mansion without denying the witch outright.
Beatrice is coming? Really? Then instead of waiting here, why don't we wait in the mansion? If you stay in this wind too long, you'll catch a cold.
She'll come. Beatrice will come. And when she does, I'll give her candy. I'll do trick or treat. I'll give her a jack-o'-lantern marshmallow candy and say Happy Halloween.
Maria pulled yet another sweet out of her handbag, moaning ooh-ooh. Rosa was bewildered and didn't know what to do as Maria started being difficult again. At that time, there was a sudden blast of thunder. It was probably a sign. A sign that this island had been sealed off by the storm, detached from common sense and reality. So after this moment, all common sense would probably cease to apply. The winds blew even stronger, and amidst that blizzard of scattered rose petals, a figure appeared, leaving Rosa unable to imagine that this was a scene from reality. It was probably, no, definitely fantastical. After all, that shadow of a person was...
Okay, we're not gonna be boring this time.
She has a different outfit.
Yeah, she's putting
Yeah.
out the stops.
Beatrice!
Well, because we never actually saw her reveal herself to somebody until the very end.
Yep.
Where she looked just like the portrait. So I imagine that this is how she's been showing herself to Maria the whole time, probably, right? Like as a more normal, in a more normal looking outfit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So is this her trying to throw a wrench in Battler's shit? Just
Yeah.
being like, all right, fine, I'll just be real from the beginning. bro."
Exactly. You're like, you don't believe in witches, bitch? I'm here from the beginning. Fuck you.
Maria dashed over to the shadow. Normally, Rosa would scold her daughter if she dashed over to someone whom she hadn't seen before and didn't know. But Rosa forgot to do that, was unable to do anything but stand there stunned.
It's been quite some time. Have you been well? I've been well. Witches don't catch colds. Indeed, the witch can use curses to make people catch colds, but how foolish would it be if she caught one herself? From now on, you should take care not to catch something like a cold yourself.
She patted Maria's head as she said this, smiling roguishly. Rosa couldn't have known the name of the woman who was happily spoiling Maria. However, Maria had called it out in the beginning, when the woman appeared. So even though Rosa had never met her, even though the woman still hadn't introduced herself, Rosa was able to know her name. However, that name held a special meaning on Rokkenjima and in the Oshiromiya family. There's no way something that stupid could be.
Beatrice! Happy Halloween! Look at what we bought! I'll give you one too, Beatrice.
Okay, yeah,
Indeed.
the less than greater than is definitely in English.
Yeah.
Indeed, happy Halloween.
Happy
Happy Halloween!
Oh, is this for me? How truly adorable that a candy was made out of this. The lonely night of a man lost in the darkness of purgatory, unable to go to heaven or hell. Right now, on this island that has been cut off both from the world of humans and the world of non-humans, there may be no more suitable sweet. Maria, what's wrong with that one?
The witch noticed the sweet Maria was grasping. It was Maria's candy, which had been stomped on by Rosa until it reached this pitiful state.
Got stepped on and smashed. Can you fix it, Mira?
Maria didn't go so far as to say it was her mother who stepped on it. However, for some reason, when the witch saw that candy, she looked at Rosa and grinned. A chill went down Rosa's spine as though this gaze was staring straight through her.
It shall be easy. Give it to me.
Maria held the candy out gleefully. Rosa could do nothing but watch stunned. How did this person plan to trick Maria, somehow undoing the fact that the candy had been pitifully trampled? Maria looked as though she believed it could be fixed as good as new. Without real magic, there was no way such a thing could be possible.
My, it is quite crushed, isn't it? Come, Maria, close your eyes and try to remember. Because it really was that wonderful a candy. The candy of your memories is always full and fluffy. So you try to remember as well. What kind of candy was it really?
Along with those strange words, spoken as though singing an improvised folk song, the witch threw the sweet into the air. Maria was closing her eyes and remembering it just as the witch had told her to. What shape had that crushed candy really had? Therefore, only Rosa saw that scene. The sweet that had been thrown into the air burst into a gold color. No, that wasn't it. Those were golden butterflies. It scattered into several golden butterflies, and they began to gather at the witch's hand, which was held up to the sky. As she did this, unbelievably, it had returned to its beautiful original form, no different from when it had been bought. Only Rosa and the witch witnessed that scene. Unable to comprehend what was occurring right before her eyes, Rosa stood with her mouth hanging open, completely forgetting to shut it.
You may now open your eyes. Take it. With this, your sweet has been returned to normal. Beatrice is always incredible!
I can't laugh today.
There was a stark contrast between Rosa's shock and Maria's innocent joy. Was that what the witch was laughing at? A smile floated to Beatrice's face, one different from the smile she'd shown Maria.
Does my face seem familiar? You stare so fixedly, you might burn a hole through it.
I'm sorry.
Those words triggered something very clearly in Rosa's mind. Rosa knew this face. She knew it from the portrait of the witch. But no. Wait. Could this mystery woman really be?
Maria, I give you this in exchange for the sweet you gave me. A letter?
Oh no. The witch pulled a Western envelope from her pocket and gave it to Maria. However, when Maria made to open it, the witch stopped her.
must not. The time will soon come for you to open it, but until then you absolutely must not. Take good care of it. That will be your invitation to the Golden Land. The Golden Land? So you'll finally take me there! Take it and treat it with care. You must not show it to anyone. I'll keep that promise. You've always got to keep promises with witches. And this is for you. Huh? Me?
She probably hadn't imagined that the witch would speak to her too. So, adjusting the chair. Rosa was bewildered by the second Western envelope, which was thrust before her. She'd seen this type of envelope before. There could be no mistake. It was one of Kinzo's special envelopes, used when he wrote with his own hand, bearing the Shiromiya family crest. It was sealed with red sealing wax, and furthermore, it had a mark that seemed to have been made by the head's ring. In other words, without asking what was inside this letter, Rosa knew that this woman, whom Maria called Beatrice, was trusted enough to be placed in charge of a personal letter of the current Oshiromiya head.
It could have been any of the 4 siblings. However, the fact that I have met you here probably means that you were chosen by Kinzo's roulette. So take it. Then read its contents aloud while seated at the dinner table when all of the siblings are gathered. What did you say?
Rosa looked back and forth several times between the witch's face and the envelope that had been handed to her. Today was the family conference, and the biggest object of discussion would be the inheritance problem. So she had joined together with Eva and Rudolph, and they planned to force a certain condition on Kraus to try and extort several 100 million yen in cash out of him. As was if the witch could see through all of that. What does she intend to announce when all of her siblings are gathered?
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, that's...
And with a personal envelope that no one but the Ushiromiya head can use. Maria, the weather is getting worse. Return to the guest house and wait for lunchtime. And Rosa, we will meet again later. Allow me to introduce myself again at that time.
Okay, so the letter that was read at the table has now been given to her instead,
Yeah,
and she just gave Maria a different letter?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
an invitation to the Golden Land, apparently. The witch turned her back to her, laughing. Then she began to head towards the mansion with an air of composure. Maria energetically called out and watched her go, then began to dash towards the guest house, leaving Rosa behind.
And she listens to her real mom.
As though she wanted to inform the other cousins of her fortunate meeting with the witch as soon as she could. At last, Rosa was left alone in the rose garden as the winds grew stronger, unable to do anything but pray that what happened was just a daydream.
Already very different.
To be honest, it's not that different yet, but stuff is set up.
Well, enough has changed that via, butterfly effect, it's gonna be real different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I'm wondering, because I'm assuming that the interference on her part is pretty intentional. When she because she has the omniscience to be able to be like, oh, things are going differently, right? Or is she also is her quote unquote chess piece version also bound by the same rules as Battler?
No, her chess piece. I think her chess piece knows.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I was like, because to me that very obviously seems like she's quote unquote cheating at the game. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie though, I'm fucking starving. Would you mind if we ended? Because I don't want to exercise on an empty stomach, or on a full stomach, excuse me. So I'm gonna get my steps in and then come back and eat.
Ote!
Ote.
Ote! Good
Ote.
stream, everybody! Good stream! Good stream!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Mop
Thanks.
mop to nay.
Matanai, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Ab, for watching. See you later, guys.
Thank you.
See you next week. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.